What's up, guys? This is Antoine Criminal Mosley, and welcome to a brand new episode of Ask Criminal 2K14. That's right. I got 10 more great questions right here asked by you guys, the fans and friends alike. And you know what? We're not going to waste any more time, so let's get right into these questions. And these are some good ones this episode, guys. Just wait and see. You know, honestly, I feel pretty good right about now because, with the show actually being over after 8 seasons, it feels like that I've had a lot of weight lifted off my shoulders and a lot of pressure that was being put into making these episodes every month. I think that's actually over and done with, and finally I'm able to focus and actually, level out every other project that I've been working on since then. It's been tough trying to put them all together, but at the end of the day, you realize that, the show had a great run, 65 episodes spanning over, 7, 8 years? So I can really consider that to be a real accomplishment, but for it to be finally over, I think I feel pretty good about it, and, only better things are going to come out of this, and that's a guarantee on that one. To be perfectly honest with you guys, I'm not a fan of the iPhone. I never have been, and I never will be. So if I had to choose one of these two, it would be the Samsung Galaxy S5. But for right now, I got my HTC, so that is all right with me. This is actually a really good question, and the definitive answer to that right now is maybe. There's a lot of shows that I've been doing over the years that, really didn't hit it off right away. And, with, of course, the Road to Wrestlemania videos, which have been really good and really fun, for right now, they're going to be shelved. I'm not going to say that they're going to be gone for good, but right now, it's just like I don't really need to focus on the Road to WrestleMania too much because, I haven't been. And I'm not going next year, so there's no point for me actually bringing the show back. So for right now, the Road to WrestleMania Saga or series, however you want to say it, it's being put on the shelf right now, but that's not exactly saying that it's not going to be, coming back. I mean, we'll see what happens. It's all about location and planning and all that. But I think that one right now is the only one that's being shelved. So hopefully everything else will just flow right as rain. But if it comes down to a point where I have to shelve one of my projects, then I will let everybody know. And you guys will, of course, be the exclusive ones to see that, hey, this one's going to be gone in a little bit. So you might want to watch them while you can before they disappear, just like that. That's a question I got to think about, actually. I think I've done that one time, and it was a point where I actually made a challenge with myself, and I said, I wonder how long I can actually go without getting a wink of sleep at all, like just straight. How the phrase "team no sleep." How that all came about? It's because people, they go out to parties, they go out and have a good time, and they don't go to bed when they're done. They just stay up and do whatever they want. Well, I guess I would say, I don't remember how old I was, but I made a challenge to myself to see how long I can go without sleeping. Get this, guys. I went without sleep for 3 days. 3 days without sleep. After that third day, I couldn't take it anymore. My eyes were just drooping. And it was at the point where my body just said, all right, Nick, you done. And just conked out. I was done. After 3 days, I was like, nah, man, I need some sleep. So, yeah, 3 days is the longest I've gone without sleep. And why? I said, it was a challenge, so I tried it. Challenge accepted, completed, and then passed the fuck out. See, now this is a funny question because if I really wanted to be truthful about it, my favorite subject would be gym, because only in gym can you just dress up and participate. You get an easy A. No. In all seriousness, my favorite subject in school was math. I was a math whiz. Anything that had to do with math or math problems or solving problems when it came to math, algebra, geometry, fractions, decimals, the parentheses, the Pythagorean theorem, things of that nature. Anything that had to do with math, I was all about. So I'm definitely a math whiz as far as, being in school or whatever. But, yeah, so math was my favorite subject. Then, of course, you can't forget gym. Gym is like the easiest A, guys. If you go to gym, you're guaranteed an A. All you got to do is dress up and participate. How hard is that? My first real job, actually, was at Winn-Dixie, and I worked there, I think, around like 2000, I think somewhere around there, 99, 2000. Yeah, it was kind of rough. You started out making like $5 an hour and just bagging groceries and grabbing carts and things of that nature. It was rough. It was a rough time for me. But it was my first job, so I couldn't really be too mad about it. I got paid every week, not every other week, every week. But at the time, I really didn't have to worry about any big responsibilities or anything like that. It was my money, and I just did what I wanted with it. But it comes to a point where it's like, you work at a job and then you realize, hey, you want more money. So you move on from there. But like I've got no hate with Winn-Dixie at all. I mean, granted, the GM at the time was kind of rough on me, cut my hours a little bit, which kind of forced me to quit. But, I mean, you guys get what I'm saying. It's your first job, so you're technically not going to be there forever unless you're really committed to the job. But you know how that goes. I would probably get myself a car first. First and foremost, I would get myself a car, so that way I could actually be able to go around everywhere. Probably get a house, some clothes, food, get some necessities, maybe some furniture around here. I wouldn't really go out and buy a whole bunch of things, and especially when it comes to the car situation, guys. Let's be real. You got $1 million at your disposal. You want to go buy yourself one of those Lamborghinis, your Ferraris, those luxury cars, things of that nature. I'm like, I'm not that kind of guy. I would get something simple that I could build up from the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me like a Toyota Corolla. Give me like a Ford Focus. Give me a freaking Nissan Versa. Hell, you can give me a Chevy Sonic if you wanted to. I could build it up from the inside with the money that I have, and I would save myself a whole lot more. I'm not going to sit here and buy a $300,000 car, and then you wreck it, and then the insurance is going to cost more than the car itself. So, yeah, I'm not doing that, and I'm not going to sit in court trying to, get my way out of it. I'm just like, no. So if I were to get myself a car, I would get something simple, But, yeah, if I had $1 million, I would get the necessities first, things that I need. Honest to God, food and lottery tickets. Those are the first two things I bought with my own money. I'm not going to lie to you guys about that because it was the truth. I worked in Winn-Dixie. I got myself a little bit of cash. So, of course, I bought myself some food. And at the time, I was ready to buy lottery tickets. So I ended up getting myself a couple scratch-offs, which I did win, by the way. So, yeah, food and lottery tickets. Those are the first things I bought with my own money. Wow, this one is actually going to make me think, guys, because there's a lot of YouTube videos out there that would definitely make me laugh no matter what. But if I had to pick one that was like my absolute favorite that always made me laugh, jeez, man, that's really tough. Actually, you know what? No, I know it's not tough anymore. I just thought of it and I realized what it was. Shout out to Game Grumps because you guys have a YouTube video that will always make me laugh no matter how many times I watch it. It's the best of your video when you played the game Out of This World and you kept saying my Karuba. That video will always make me laugh, bar none, hands down. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, all you need to do is go to YouTube and type in Game Grumps My Karuba, MyCaruba. Type that in, watch it. It is hilarious. Every time they say My Karuba, it's gonna get stuck in your head. Okay, I'm telling you now. My Karuba. See, now this one's a good question, and the answer to that is yes. I did think about working at a radio station. I do think about it because it's kind of funny because all of my friends and a lot of my coworkers, they all say the same thing. They say that I have a voice for radio. And with me doing my podcast every week, a lot of people say, "Man, you got a pretty good voice there, man. You could do some radio work with this. Why don't you be like a radio DJ or something? Have people call you in and talk to them. Start an AM radio station. And work yourself from there." I mean, it's a good idea. I really think it's a good idea, and I know a lot of radio DJs out there make some decent money. So, if I really wanted to get into that business or that career, I think that would be an awesome idea. I think it would fit perfectly for, the field that I'm in right now with all of these videos and everything that I've been working on over the years. I think that would definitely be a perfect fit. So who knows, man? If I was able to get there, I would definitely go for it. I think being on radio would probably be good. I mean, I've already been on the radio before, on ESPN radio for, Keeping It Real with Jared Lawrence back in the day in 2008, 2009. And it was a lot of fun being on the mic. It was a lot of fun having the headphones on and sharing laughs and sharing stories and things of that nature. So it felt comfortable. It really felt comfortable for me. So if I ever got a chance to appear on a radio station again and hopefully have my own show to host with the right technology and with the right knowledge and the lessons being learned, then yeah, I would definitely work at a radio station. It would be a lot of fun. Work about 3, 4 hours a day, come home, relax, and then go back out and do it again every day. I mean, why not? I think it'd be a lot of fun. And I think you guys would enjoy it too. If I was actually on radio, I'm pretty sure you guys would tune in to listen to whatever I had to say, whatever music I would play, and how much fun we can really have at a studio. I think it would be a perfect fit. So, yeah, I would definitely work at a radio station. All right, guys, that's going to do it for another great episode of Ask Criminal 2K14. That's the way we do things here. You guys give me the questions, I give you the answers with 100% honesty every time. If you'd like to see your question answered on the next episode, hit me up on the link below and at the end of the show, and I will definitely check them out. And if I like what I see, your question could very well be answered by yours truly. But if it doesn't make the next episode, don't worry, it will roll over to the next one. I will answer every question I get thrown at me this year. I have been doing that, and I will continue to do it until 2014 is over. I promise you that. So until the next episode, guys, I am your humble host, Antoine Criminal Mosley, naturally. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you when I get 10 more questions. Holla at your boy. I am out. The champ is gone. Peace.